All right, so today's challenge, we were looking at this. Hold on, let's close that back up. We were going to see what a stock survival kit that you would buy off the shelf, if you were to need it, if you could actually be of any use. So we have put the cub into a situation where he's out here all alone and unafraid, and he's going to talk through what he could actually do with this store-bought, unimproved survival kit.
Okay.
So what do you actually have there, you think?
Flashlight. Candle. Multi-tool. Ooh, the whistle. Can I put these on the ground? Bandages. I have no idea what this is. And a AAA battery. And the box.
Okay, so what can you do?
Like right now?
What could you do with? I mean, what would you want to do with all that stuff?
I think first I'd.
Well, don't leave everything in the snow where it gets wet.
Huh?
Don't leave it all in the snow so it gets wet. So get everything out so you can use it, right?
Yeah.
So how can you do that? Get it ready for use. So what are you going to do with that? That's the first thing you got ready. Why is that?
Because it's useful.
What are you going to use it for?
I can use it for light.
Okay. Why do you need light right now?
I don't need light right now.
Okay, so why is that your priority?
I just...
All right, where are you going to put it?
Okay.
You got an hour. You got less than an hour till dark. You better get moving.
Okay.
What happens when what happens when it gets dark?
Would you mind telling me what this is?
I don't know what it is. I have an idea though.
Oh wait.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
I know what it is.
So once you inventory it, it's probably best to put it in a pocket so that you have it available, so you know where it is. Good idea. That's what it's for. What else might you want to do with your whistle?
Huh?
What else might you want to do with your whistle?
Whistle for help?
If you needed it, but first off, do what right now in your initial inventory? Do you know that it works?
Oh.
Maybe test it? Just double check it? Okay. Don't put it back on the ground. Once you've inventoried it, put it in a pocket. Know where you're going to keep it. So what can you do with that?
I can use it to... Gosh. store stuff.
What would you want to store?
Water.
You've got pockets. Okay.
Um,
How would you get water?
melting snow.
Okay, how you going to melt snow?
Candle.
What would be a better idea?
Um,
Okay, so if
Right.
you were stuck right here, right now, right? You've got less than an hour till dark. What would you want to do?
find shelter.
All right. So what could you do while you're trying to find shelter?
Scoop up snow.
And then do what with it?
Then melt it later.
Why can't you melt it now?
Well, I can melt it now. But
How would you do that?
I have no idea.
Survival's a thinking man's game.
Hmm. Hmm.
Nope.
Hmm?
Think about it. If you're going to start moving, what are you going to do? What are you going to be doing?
Moving?
Yeah, if you're going to move to find shelter, what are you going to be doing?
Using energy?
Okay. Pick up your paper. So if you're moving, making energy, what can you be doing also at the same time?
Gathering?
Focus on what we're trying to do here. You're trying to melt water, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do
How
you
would you do
melt water? I don't, while you're moving. It doesn't make sense.
What temperature is your body? So what would you do?
I'm not sure, but I'm getting there.
Put snow in your container, right?
Yeah.
And then what? Well, don't do it. Yeah, well, just, okay, do it. That's pretty dirty snow, but you're drinking it, not me. You'd want to pack it, not just scoop it. You'd want to pack it. Pack as much as you can, because how much water are you going to get out of that? How much water do you think you're going to get out of that?
Huh?
How much water do you think you're going to get out of that?
Maybe
Yeah, if you're lucky.
tablespoon.
If you're not very much, right? So now what do you do with it?
I'm going to put
Well,
it.
don't put snow next to your body.
No.
Well, get you off your gloves. Your gloves are covered in cold. So how can we get it next to our body without putting it next to our skin? Because we know it's cold, right? Or do you have a pocket next to your body?
Too many questions.
That's, you got to be able to think. Oh, no, you got a fancy little doodad here. How close is that to your body? Any pocket that'll hold it, right? They get it close, and if you're up high, most of your body heat's going to be up here, right? It's close to your chest, under your arms, right? Unzip your pocket the rest of the way.
Huh?
Unzip your pocket the rest of the way. So that hopefully will get warmed up over eventually, right? If not, you can use the candle eventually. So what items do you, what uses do you get out of the items that you just had?
Light, heat, signaling,
Which type of signals?
audio,
And
what's the word? The eyes.
can be seen, visual.
Yeah, visually.
You've got an audio and visual signal.
Yeah.
Signal device, right?
Uh-huh.
You got a way to hopefully make a fire,
Yeah.
which is going to be very important in about 20 minutes. Think you could start a fire in 20 minutes? It'd be hurting, wouldn't we? So what would you want? Probably not, yep. But you do want to move and find shelter as quick as possible, right? But so what do you think about this kit you have? Is it sufficient?
Sufficient?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Could you really survive with it?
guess, but it'd be really difficult, and you'd have to be really lucky to find what you need to use all of it.
You'd have to have a lot more skills.
Yeah.
Very minimal. And
It's not very, everything you need.
that's why you build your own survival kit, right?
Yeah. It does have some stuff.
Yeah, if you were able to get rescued in the next 2 hours.
Yeah, it's not very much.
How long do you think before
It's very minimalistic.
So how long before you think you're gonna go into hypothermia?
Hypothermia?
How you're feeling right now?
Very cold. I would probably get hypothermia in an hour, maybe.
If you were moving, you think you could move for more than an hour?
I could probably move for an hour and a half and then get hypothermia. Yeah, 2 hours, maybe.
I think you could last longer than that.
Really?
Yeah. Unless you fell down in the snow in the dark and got covered in snow. Yeah. So you're not feeling good about your odds, huh?
No.
So if I drove off right now, you'd feel kind of bummed out?
Yeah.
But you could find your way back to the road, right?
Yeah.
So you'd really be hoping to get somebody to pick you up?
Yeah.
Okay. As long as we're clear. So some useful items build your own kit, right? And
Yeah,
always
you can use these in your own, but it's not.
You want to have your own water, especially.
Yeah.
And
Water, food, essentials.
Essentials. Maybe one protein bar would be good to get you through the night, at least. Maybe, but shelter is really important. So once you got your shelter going, how long do you think that candle would last?
That what?
That candle.
While it's burning the whole time. A while.
2 hours? 30 minutes?
2 hours?
Think it'll last 2 hours? It's
Not
pretty
too
small.
long, but it'd last a little while.
It's pretty tiny.
It just wouldn't.
How would you?
Cheat.
How would you maximize the heat coming out of that candle?
You can put more
Because where do you want that heat going?
yourself.
Okay, how would you maximize the heat going into it? Into you and not somewhere
Get
else?
closer to it.
Like how? Basically sit on it. I mean, it's tiny, right? You could like sit Indian style with it around your legs. Put your jacket over it so that maybe you catch some heat that way. Maybe. While you listen for helicopters and trucks to come and save you, hopefully, because somebody misses you so much because mom called somebody. We'll see. Any last comments?
Goodbye.